Good morning, everybody. I've had a few questions about my dual battery setup and my electrical system here in my truck, so I thought I'd do a quick video to show you what's what. The very first thing I've got is the alternator here. I swapped out the stock one for one off a 3/4 ton Hemi that had the snowplow package. So it went from 180 amp to, I think this one's a 220 or 230 amp. That's the first thing I did. Of course, I have my stock battery over here and my first auxiliary battery over here. To make that fit, I got rid of my cold air intake, which I had previously, to just this small air filter there, and then got a battery tray out of a Cummins truck, which of course comes with 2 batteries already, and that bolted right in there. I also use that as a point to mount my air compressor. The heart of my dual battery system here is kind of dirty, but I removed the boot so you can see a little better. This is a painless performance digital power manager. Basically all it is a solid state system. It allows the alternator to charge the starting battery. As soon as it senses that that battery is fully charged, it will then kick over and charge the auxiliary batteries. Now you'll see this one. I also have 2 more yellow tops also in the bed of the truck. That's this wire here goes back, and the others go back as the ground and connects all 3 of those yellow tops as my auxiliary batteries. I also have my winch hooked to this, the air compressor's hooked to this. A lot of the other just auxiliary stuff are connected to these auxiliary batteries and not the starting battery. Anyway, back to the painless performance digital power manager. Just got a connection from the starting battery over to the auxiliary batteries, and a little wire that goes to a light in the cab which tells me what it's doing. So as the truck runs, it charges this battery. As soon as it senses this battery is charged, it kicks over and charges the auxiliary batteries. If there's ever a big load on either side of the batteries, be it the starting battery or the auxiliary battery, this will connect all 4 batteries together for a situation like winching, or if for some reason this battery died, it would sense the load from the starter and then connect the other batteries so it would jump start itself. Now the problem I ran into after I had this set up is I found that when I drew down the auxiliary batteries a lot, so if I'd been parked for a week or so camping without running the truck, I would find that as soon as it kicked over to charge the auxiliary batteries, it was putting a pretty serious strain on the alternator. Even though it's an upgraded alternator, to charge 3 great big batteries at one time was asking a lot of it. Never died, but I didn't like how it was acting. So what I did, let's go to this side, is I added, I don't know if you can see it there, a 160 watt solar panel that's connected just to the auxiliary batteries. It just sits on top of my roof rack up there. Power wires come down here. This is a solar charge controller. This was the original one I bought. It's just a Harbor Freight unit. The display is finally kind of wore out, but it still works. Works really well. It's lived outside in the rain and the water and the wind and the snow, and other than the display wearing out, it does its thing. And that's really made a big difference as far as keeping the auxiliary batteries charged and not putting any overly harsh strain on the alternator. So if anybody has any questions, let me know. That's my dual battery setup and also my other electrical components. Thanks.